Hello everyone and welcome to our first video. Our topic is on the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. In this video, we'll be discussing the issue of land pollution within Madang province, specifically on the central locations of Karangat Boat Stop, Madang Club, and the district courthouse. And furthermore, explain how this issue relates to the 15 Sustainable Development Goals. The Sustainable Development Goals are different methods utilized to achieve long-term benefits for the future use of resources on land, sea, and air. The UN adopted the Sustainable Development Goals, or SDGs, in 2015 through a vote of 17 objectives applicable universally to change the world, and has promoted them as global goals of sustainable development for the period 2015 to 2030, replacing the 8 Millennium Development Goals. The universal aim of the UN is to ensure that by 2030, the world can achieve global peace and prosperity. Moving on to our issue of land pollution, it is defined according to Texas Disposable Systems 2020, referring to the deterioration of the Earth's land surfaces at and below ground level. The cause is the accumulation of solid and liquid waste materials that contaminate groundwater and soil. These waste materials are often referred to as municipal solid waste, which includes both hazardous and non-hazardous waste. On the 26th of July 2022, a research was carried out by our team on the central locations. It was seen that municipal solid waste were dumped alongside the roadside and the beach shorelines in forms of non-biodegradable and biodegradable waste. Non-biodegradable waste, such as plastics, clothes, box cartons, cans, and tins, and biodegradable waste were food peelings and coconut husk. In addition, bituminous spittle was scattered alongside the beach shore and the roadside of the district court. As a result, these pollutants create a continuous dump site for waste and a muddy shoreline. As a contributing factor is the coastal erosion driven by the action of wave currents and also by waste mass wasting processes on slopes and subsidence. Among the 17 SDGs, goal number 15, Life on Land, aims to protect, restore, and promote sustainable use of terrestrial ecosystems, sustainably manage forests, combat desertification, and halt and reverse land degradation and halt biodiversity loss. Within goal number 15, target 15.9 states that it aims to integrate ecosystems and biodiversity in governmental planning. Unlike other SDG targets, this indicator aims to be achieved by 2020. Indicator 15.9.1 is progress towards national targets established in accordance with Aichi Biodiversity Target 2 of the Strategic Plan for Biodiversity 2011 to 2020. As a member state of the UN, Papua New Guinea is also required to achieve this goal with its targets and indicators. United Nations Sustainable Development Goals United Nations 2022 published a report about the National Congress towards Aichi Biodiversity Target 2 2021, where it states that PNG has a national target reflecting ABT2 which exists, but the country is moving away from it. The government has focused sustainable development on all subsections of the aspect on environmental management, except on waste management, which as a result leads to land pollution. The strategic strength, weakness, opportunities, and threat, also known as the SWOT analysis under the PNG Development Strategic Plan 2010 to 2030, is not strategic enough to prescribe a roadmap that builds on PNG's unique natural and cultural resources. The plan concentrated mostly on the consumption of natural resources and economic growth for the industrial sector. Sustainable development means the improvement of the quality of life and development through the implementation and enforcement of goals. Department of National Planning and Monitoring 2014 states that in PNG, sustainable development means continuous progressive transformation of the economy and society with minimal long-term negative effect on the environment. End quote. Furthermore, Able 2009, as cited in the Department of National Planning and Monitoring 2014, stated that in the new world that PNG is increasingly becoming part of, the greatest value which will be placed on those assets that contribute are sustainable food and water security, sustainable energy, clean air, and climate change made effect. Madang Town's main method of disposing of solid waste is through the provision of waste removal or collection services provided by municipal authorities. These wastes are then dumped into a dump site provided by the provincial government, which is authorized under the laws of the independent state of Papua New Guinea. The most common method of disposal is open landfilling, which is the method adopted by the Madang LLG. Oratinkel et al., 2010. The planning and delivering of waste management is the direct responsibility of municipalities and communities, while the provincial government must provide the framework for waste management by setting policies, regulations, and standards. Government recognizes that it is now time to provide a new framework through the development of a provincial waste management strategy. Thereby, we suggest the Provincial Administrative Council is responsible as the authority of the province to take the initiative to address the issue. The council should provide resources such as littering bins, enforce strict beach rules, and organize waste management groups in the town to clean up. There should also be a specific association set up to facilitate and conduct research around certain public areas and communities of Madang. The implementation of these goals is all for the benefits, development, health, and well-being of individuals and emerging societies, where there is a lack of fundamental policies to facilitate social, economic, and political issues. To fully execute the 15th Sustainable Development Goal, Life on Land, the government must carry out the Sustainable Development Frameworks and implement them where it has to be monitored in order to achieve a more complete and long-term beneficial development for the future. Not only will we improve in the issue of land pollution, but also we will contribute to achieve Goal 15. And that is all for our video today. Thank you all for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe.